Are you a credit card user? Well, there's a good chance that you are. In 2021, more than 80% of American adults reported they have at least one credit card. If you are a credit card user, you've probably heard of credit card rewards, and maybe you've struggled to maximize them. Well, with this CashFreely review, you're going to learn more about a tool trying to change that. CashFreely is a tool for credit card users looking to get started with cashback rewards. This tool will help you take advantage of the best offers out there. That means that you can earn more money and keep your finances organized at the same time. Personally, my wife and I have been using CashFreely for over a year now. We've earned $6,000 in cashback rewards from our everyday spending. But this incredible perk comes with a lot of discipline. In our CashFreely review today, we'll break down exactly how the app works and who it's best for. After reviewing our favorite features and making some important recommendations, you'll know exactly whether or not you want to download the app. Hey everyone, this is Andy Hill from Marriage, Kids, and Money, a channel dedicated to helping you strengthen your family tree and live financially free. Now, if you decide to try CashFreely for free, please use our affiliate links as they support this channel. Thank you so much for considering it. You'll find those below and in our video description. All right, what is CashFreely? CashFreely is a tool aimed at novice credit card users who are looking to do more with credit card rewards. And what exactly does it mean to be a beginner or a novice? Well, you might be new to the world of credit cards, or you might simply be using a credit card that earns rewards for the first time. Either way, CashFreely wants to help you choose the best credit cards and earn the most cashback rewards possible. Once you've created an account, CashFreely gets to work. They say the average user sees more than $1,500 a year in rewards. That's because their mission is to help users earn the most cash back in the shortest amount of time. After you let CashFreely know which credit cards you use, it recommends which card to swipe for some of the biggest spending categories, including dining, groceries, and gas. CashFreely also makes recommendations for cards that you should apply for in the future. Let's talk about how CashFreely helps you stay organized. For some people, collecting credit card rewards feels like a hobby or a game. But if you're disorganized, you can get burned with forgotten annual fees, late fees, and much more. That's where CashFreely shines. The app works hard to help keep you organized. CashFreely tracks several important data points, including the following: your annual renewal fee dates, any current welcome bonuses on your open cards, and your 524 status. When you're using CashFreely, it's important to remember when your credit card annual fees hit. You can decide if you want to close the card, or you can be mindful of an extra cost in your budget. And if you're not sure what to do with a credit card, CashFreely can help you determine if the annual fee is worth the cost based on how you use your credit cards. You also want to keep track of your welcome bonuses. If a credit card offers you $900 after spending $6,000 in the first 3 months, you need to make sure your purchase is clear within that 3-month window. Otherwise, you're out of luck. CashFreely can make sure you don't miss out. Finally, CashFreely monitors your 524 status. In the credit card world, there's an unofficial rule, the 524 rule, that suggests opening more than 5 personal credit cards in 24 months can jeopardize your card applications with Chase Bank, the biggest credit card issuer in the game. CashFreely lets you know where you stand, which takes the guesswork out of future credit card applications. Let's kick off our CashFreely review by rounding up our favorite features of the platform. If you're looking for a free tool that puts extra money in your pocket, CashFreely checks all those boxes and more. Our first favorite feature? It's free! Yes, one of the very best features of CashFreely is that it is free. That's right in the name, right? If you're someone who hesitates to shell out for products for technology that save you money, well, you're in luck. CashFreely will not cost you a dime. Well, how do they offer it for free? That's always a good question to ask. Well, every time you sign up for a credit card using their links, they get a commission or an affiliate income. The more cards people sign up for, the more money they make as a company. It doesn't cost anything extra for you at all for that to happen. The next perk to highlight you get extra fun money. Using tools like CashFreely to add extra money toward a sinking fund or your fun money stash is a great way to add some more joy into your finances. If your finances are feeling tighter than usual, earning extra money for doing your normal spending more strategically, that's a huge win. With our extra $6,000 cash over the last year, my wife and I have been able to pay for the following: a family ski trip weekend to northern Michigan in January, a couple's getaway to South Carolina in the spring, our daughter's annual travel soccer season dues, a ladies' getaway weekend for my wife with no kid responsibilities, and a guys' getaway weekend for me. All this happened through our regular everyday spending. Next perk, it's an easy-to-use app. Have you ever downloaded a new app that someone's raved about and felt like you needed to take a college course to make sense of it? Well, that's not the case with CashFreely. It's super intuitive. Since this app is made for people new to Cashback rewards, you can use the app to learn more about the benefits. Another thing we love about the app is the fact that you can categorize your knowledge by indicating that you see yourself as either a beginner or advanced. CashFreely adjusts how the tools are presented to you. Additionally, you can add another household member. That's been really helpful for me and my wife since we manage our money as a team. Next, you get helpful emails on new card bonus deals. If you've dabbled in cashback rewards or travel rewards previously, you know that it can sometimes be a lot to manage. However, CashFreely lifts a lot of the mental load for you. One way they do this is by sending emails on new card bonus deals. You can easily keep track of which credit card bonus you might want to tackle next. Yet another perk, it can be a fun experience with a spouse. Sometimes money indeed feels like a drag. We've all heard stories about couples fighting over money or even getting divorced because of it. Still, we believe that managing money together as a couple is the key to a successful relationship. That doesn't just mean financial success either. We think one of the keys to a successful marriage is having open and honest conversations about tough topics. While we have a pretty successful system for navigating our finances as a team in my marriage, I'd be lying if I didn't admit that the tools like CashFreely make our money dates a lot more fun. It feels like such a huge win to sit down with my wife and look at all the extra money we've earned over the last year for doing the same spending that we normally do. It's a big marriage win for us, honestly. And lastly, Cashback is non-taxable income. Yes, you heard that right. This is more of a perk for Cashback rewards as opposed to CashFreely in general, but it's important nonetheless. If you receive income from Cashback rewards and bonuses, this is non-taxable income. That's right. You don't have to pay taxes on this income. The IRS sees these Cashback rewards as more of a rebate than income. Whatever, works for me, right? Okay, now let's jump into CashFreely's areas to be aware of before jumping in. These aren't necessarily drawbacks or areas for the app to improve. Instead, they're considerations that people need to be mindful of when deciding if CashFreely is the right tool for them. First thing, this requires major discipline. Are you a shopaholic? Do you struggle with impulse purchases? Are you working to climb your way out of credit card debt or other debt? Then CashFreely really isn't for you. To take advantage of CashFreely without negatively impacting your finances, you need to be disciplined and intentional with your money. You also want to commit to tracking your spending. Cashback rewards are great unless they compromise your budget. If the temptation to overspend is too great, then we suggest finding another tool. Second, it can impact your credit score. The way you earn cashback rewards involves opening one or more credit cards and taking advantage of their bonuses and offers. To do that, you need a credit score, and you have to be willing to let your credit score fluctuate a bit. Opening and closing credit cards can impact your credit score. While it won't impact your score much, and most credit card scores tend to rebound quickly, it's worth noting that you may see a drop in your credit score. If this bothers you, or your score isn't high enough to qualify for credit cards, you'll want to look elsewhere for ways to optimize your finances. For reference, after using CashFreely for over a year, my score has decreased to 783, according to Credit Sesame, but not in the 800 range as it was previously. Since my wife and I are debt-free and mortgage-free, we're not too worried about this slight drop in our credit score. And lastly, this whole process involves debt. If you're living life debt-free and determined not to use credit cards, CashFreely isn't the tool for you. It's as simple as that. This tool requires you to use credit cards, and if you get into it like we have, a lot of them. So if credit cards aren't for you, neither is CashFreely. In the end, CashFreely is a tool that solves a problem a lot of credit card users face: how to maximize the benefits of being a cardholder. This free tool makes recommendations that fit your needs as a consumer, because you're consuming a lot to get the cashback rewards. While there are other tools on the market, they often prioritize the affiliate kickback rather than recommending the card that is the best fit for each consumer. It's worth noting that CashFreely users who see the biggest cashback rewards are the people who use credit cards most often. If frequent credit card use might derail your financial plans, no bonus is ever worth that. However, if you're a credit card user who's looking to keep yourself organized and maximize perks for the spending that you already do, then CashFreely could be another smart money management tool to explore. If you're interested in learning more about CashFreely, please use our affiliate links below or the affiliate link in our video description, as it supports this channel. Thanks for hanging out today, everyone. Oh, and check out these videos coming up that YouTube thinks you will like.